Thank you, good sir, Chris Campanelli. All right. So we saw the sponges with the diamond fiber and the microfiber, and we love that the set of 6. Famous, those sponges. Also, equally as famous are your dusters.
Yes,
This is actually where I started my journey with Campanelli.
Is
was
it?
with dusters.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
I think it was one of my very first shows I ever did solo.
I think
was
so.
a cleaning show with you, with the dusters. And I picked them up, and I still use them to this day, 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
6 years ago today.
No.
Today, I did my orientation today on the 15th.
Happy anniversary.
Thanks, Campanelli.
Oh my God, we love it.
I love it too. 6 years today.
That's crazy.
Okay, so we're talking about the duster set. This is a 4-piece handheld microfiber duster set. You're getting the 13, oh, here we go.
Yep.
We're getting, come on over here with me, the 13-inch handheld duster with a 13 to 32-inch telescoping pole, the 20-inch handheld duster, and a 20 to 29-inch telescoping pole in your choice of colors. So most limited right here is going to be your aqua. Then I have it for you in berry. And then here's your set of 4 in the copper. That's really pretty, that copper. Okay.
Yeah, and the super secret thing about this, these are all handheld dusters, but some of these, 2 of these, have the extension pole built right inside the handle.
Got it.
Isn't that great? So you can still go way up high and way down low if you wanted to. But the one thing that you haven't done in 6 years is bought one of these.
I have not.
That's the whole idea.
I have
Just like they want you to go back and replace those sponges once a week. Once you use these, first of all, look, put those up next. That's a toy-like in comparison, but this is disposable. You have to throw this in the trash and then go back and buy more. They sell boxes and boxes of replaceable products. Or maybe you're using what your grandmother used, which is a feather duster, and a feather duster is not effective.
Do they still make those?
I mean, I went out and bought this guy. So
you did? They must.
Yeah, they must, right? So feather dusters, you know, if you were in 1850, this was a good tool. But the whole idea is that you had to push the dust onto the floor to then vacuum later, and dust is nasty stuff. Skin scales, dust mites, and dust mite poop. But may I? May I have that? So rather than using something like that that's disposable or something that's just going to let the dust go out into the air, we're going to use microfiber. Microfiber is like millions of little fingers that lift, trap, and remove the dust. So then when this gets dirty, all you have to do is go right outside, give it a quick little shake or shake it off in the trash can, and then I get to use it over and over and over again instead of going back to the store to buy more disposable products. That's the whole idea. Over and over again. Yeah, exactly.
Which means money over and over and over again.
And again, these are not getting less expensive. They are just getting more expensive these days.
Let's be honest. Nothing is getting less expensive.
Fair.
So it's a really smart idea to shop Campanelli and to shop reusable products, because that single-use products like these, they are going to do you no favors, especially to your bank account, especially in uncertain times. Like, this is a really great value, and that's why you shop for Campanelli here at QVC.
And listen, these work better than those disposable guys. They're made of microfiber, so they fit into those hard-to-reach places. We put a nice soft silicone tip on the end here, so you're not going to scratch or mar your furniture. And again, getting into those places that you can't reach. Like, I cannot get my hand down in there, and if I did force it in there, I would have to, but now, boop, I can put this down there.
Oh, look at that.
Give it a couple little twists, and I can get that out. These are also bendable, so this is what I love about this one. You take it, you bend it again, and now, if I wanted to, I could get the ceiling fan blade on both sides at exactly the same time, so I don't have to worry about getting on a chair or a ladder to do something like that. Why? Because the extension pole is built right inside the handle. So if I wanted to do things like the top of picture frames or get into, you know, the can lighting or something like that, or even do so much as to get the second-story banister without having to move a chair or a ladder, I can do that. When we think about making tools like this, I think about my mom, 87 years old, still lives independently, wants to do her own cleaning, but the last thing I want my mom to do is to take this chair to move it over here to try to dust anything way up high. And this, again, when it's done, just collapse it back into itself, go outside, shake it out, and I get to use it over and over and over again.
It's also getting down below, too, with that telescoping pole, because I have a general rule that I really prefer not to clean from the waist down.
Sure.
I don't want to get down on my hands and knees and with a bucket and a mop, and this is so much easier because you can use this underneath the refrigerator, underneath the little lip, that little kickstand where your cabinets are. It makes such a big difference.
Between the washer and dryer, if you wanted to, like, that's the whole idea, getting into those hard-to-reach places that those ordinary products don't get to, right? You buy these nice little things to keep in your house because you want your house to look nice, but they become like a bear to clean. But if you notice, we're getting into those really hard-to-reach places that you wouldn't ordinarily be able to get to. And then again, if you had something on a higher shelf, all I got to do, what do I have to do? I just pop it out like this,
Yep.
clean the higher shelf, and do stuff like that. Now, how about the really small, fine detail points,
That's
right?
an intricate piece.
That's what these little guys are for here. Well, first of all, I keep one of these in the center console of my car. Why? Because where the window meets the dashboard, which seems like it's 14.5 miles away, where you can never reach. Use this, keep it in the center console of the car. But well, here, I want you to point out this space right here. I can barely fit my finger into this space right here, but look at the duster. It collapses to below an inch and fits into those hard to reach places that you wouldn't ordinarily be able to clean otherwise with another one of those paper type products. But then getting into the places again that you might not even think about getting. How about your return vents or your air conditioning vents?
Yes.
Clean these. This is the front of the vent facing me, but the microfiber, as I kind of go back and forth, gets in and behind there so the dirt and the dust does not even get out of that like that. And then how about blinds? We talk about blinds are beautiful. We want to put them up there, but they're a bear to clean.
They're
So if you
impossible to clean.
have the right tool,
Yeah.
it's not difficult to clean. And again, the last thing that I love doing is this guy right here, into the hard to reach places. This is so tight right here that look, it kind of makes that kind of popping sound, so it fits into that tiny little hole right there. The duster gets all the way down into the bottom of there, and you can clean all the way to the bottom, because the alternative is what? Maybe going to the store or going to the sink and rinsing it out and stuff like that. Don't do that. This set allows you for the fine little details, way up high, way down low, and the extension poles built right inside the handle on two of these.
Smarter.
Yes.
Not harder.
Yes.
And save your hard-earned
Save the
money
money.
at the same time.
Yes.
It's 4 pieces in total. You just choose your color, whether that's the aqua, which is the most limited. Here's the berry. And then I like this color. I haven't seen this color.
Copper,
This
it's nice,
is the
isn't it?
copper.
Yeah.
It's very me. $24.98 works out to be like $6 a piece. Again, in perpetuity.
In perpetuity.
That's it.
That's right.
That's the word. That's the key word. $8.33 gets it home. Over 1.9 million duster sets here at QVC is V86085. Thank you so much. And you're going to be with me
I
in the
will see
kitchen
you
with Julia
Saturday.
on
That's
Saturday.
right.
I can't wait. Thanks, Chris.
Take care.
Hi. All right.